Hello guys, it's Dale here with a new weekly trading ideas video. The first trading idea that I like to cover is on the US dollar, Canadian dollar. So this is what you see before you, US dollar, Canadian dollar, 30-minute time frame. This is NinjaTrader 8 platform with my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators. And the trading idea that I want to show you is newly formed support, which formed on Friday. And it formed in here. It is at 1.3538 and it is based on a volume profile setup, which I call the trend setup. As you can see, there is a very strong uptrend on the Canadian dollar, and within the trend there is a significant volume zone in here. This volume zone is telling us that buyers were adding to their long positions as they were pushing the price aggressively upwards. And this is a place which is important for the buyers because they placed a lot of their long positions here. So I think that when there's a pullback to this zone, to the beginning of that heavy volume zone, it is likely that there'll be a reaction as the buyers from here will want to defend this place and push the price upwards from there again, as this place appears to be quite significant for them because they placed a lot of their long positions there. Now, as you can see, there are more bumps on the volume profile, more significant volume clusters, like for example this one or this one. Now, the reason why I picked this one is that there's a confluence with a price action setup. If you look in here, the price was reacting to this place in the past, which means that it worked as a resistance in the past, right? This zone. Now, when the price went past it, the resistance became a support. And this support is at the same place as we have that volume-based support, right? So we have two trading setups pointing me to this level, and that's why I picked this support, this volume cluster over, for example, this one or this one. So what we need to do now is just wait for the pullback and take it from there. Now let me switch over to the next trading idea, and it will be on the Australian dollar Japanese yen. So on the Australian dollar Japanese yen, we are again looking at 30-minute time frame, and in here I want to talk about resistance, which formed at 96.72. This one is based on a volume profile setup, which I call the rejection setup. As you can see, the price was going upwards aggressively, then turned and went aggressively downwards. This is what I call aggressive rejection. In this case, it was rejection of higher prices. Now, when I see this, I want to see a heavy volume zone somewhere around the place where the price turned from uptrend into downtrend. Such a significant volume zone is this one. This is a place where sellers started to sell aggressively and eventually turned the price from the uptrend into the sell-off. So this is the most important place within the rejection. This is the beginning of that heavy volume zone. And I think that when there's a pullback to that beginning of the heavy volume zone, there'll be a reaction as the sellers from here will want to defend this place, which is clearly important for them, and they'll want to push the price downwards from there again. All right, so this is the rejection setup, one of the volume profile setups that I like to trade with. Now, obviously, I have more volume profile setups and strategies that I trade with. I prefer to combine them with price action setups and VWAP setups. If you guys are interested in that, then I recommend visiting my website. It is at trader-dale.com, and if you click this button, then it will take you to this page, and I recommend checking out the Elite Pack, which will teach you everything there is about volume profile trading and also how to combine volume profile with price action and VWAP. It includes volume profile video course, my personal day trading levels, and my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators. Here is a video which you can watch. It will show you everything more in detail. But anyways, let me go back to the charts because there's one more trading idea that I like to show you. So the next trading idea is on the Swiss franc Japanese yen, and it is based on a setup which I call the volume accumulation setup. It is a setup when you need to see a rotation which is followed by a strong trend activity. There need to be heavy volumes within the rotation, like you see in here. Ideally, you use the flexible volume profile, which you can move around, look into specific areas. So you look into the rotation zone like this, and ideally place support at the beginning of that heavy volume zone. In my experience, best reactions are from the beginning of that heavy volume zone. In this case, it is at 162.26, and when there's a pullback to it, I expect a reaction from there, as buyers who are accumulating their long positions here will want to defend this place, which I think is important for them because they turned the price from here and also accumulated a lot of their long positions there. So when there is a pullback to this level, I expect a reaction. Right now, we just need to wait for the price to reach this place. All right, so that's the Swiss franc Japanese yen. Now, before I wrap this video up, I'd like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my custom-made indicators for TradingView platform. Those are volume profile and VWAP indicators. And right now on your screen, you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner. And what I'll do is I'll do another contest next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate in the contest is leave a comment below this video, which I'll upload on YouTube. And next week, I'll randomly pick one person to win my custom-made indicators. All right, so that's about that. I hope you liked the trading ideas, and I will be looking forward to seeing you next time in some next video or in our members area. And until then, happy trading.